Hi, today we're going to import some contacts to work with, and I'll show you how to do that, as well as add myself a quick task to call a contact back. So if we go over to the contacts section, we can see that I'm already in there because I completed a conversion form in a previous video. So if we go over to the button on the right hand side that says add contacts there, you've got two options. You can either add them one at a time manually here, or you can upload your contacts as a CSV file. So I'm going to do both, as I say, and I'll start by adding a contact in here with their name and email address. I'll click the button just to let us know that the person has given their permission to be contacted, and you can see that the contact's been created there, and this is where all of the activity will be recorded, tasks and notes can be set. So I'm going to pop a task in because I need to call this guy back on Friday, so I'll create a new task called callback and fill in the details for my task. Just drop a description in there. Now when I add the date and time for the task, the due date, I can also get a notification through into my diary if I complete the reminder option just below it. So that will have dropped a task in against this contact, and there you can see the task belongs to me and it's associated with this contact. It's also listed in the tasks section at the top there, where all of your tasks are combined. So if we drop back over to the contact section, you can see that my contact now exists within the system. Also, Jumplead off in the background has pulled together the social media network connections for that person. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to import a CSV file which has a bunch of contacts in it. What I'll need to do is firstly navigate to my CSV file, which I've got here sitting on my desktop. What I'm going to do is add a tag, which is useful because it lets you segment your contacts later on if you want to work with them in a specific way. So I'll add the tag awesome there, and I've got an option here to either skip or merge with existing contacts. So what that does is if the contact exists and you skip, it will just pass it over. If you merge, it will add any extra information to existing contacts. And then because that Jumplead has taken a look inside that CSV file and worked out what fields you have in there, we just need to match them up to the fields that Jumplead knows about. So we'll hook those up there: first name, last name, email, company, telephone number, etc. Also, if you have any custom contact fields that you've already added to Jumplead, or if you've got things in your CSV import that you want Jumplead to understand, if you add those in as custom contact fields, you'll be able to match them up. So that's been imported. It's added to a queue which Jumplead then processes. If you go over to the contacts section, you can see they're already in there. Adam there has been updated with the awesome tag because we merged. If you click on the tag, it's the same thing as filtering by that tag. So you can see one has dropped out because it didn't have the tag, and there you see on the right hand side you've got the awesome tag is part of the filter. Now if you wanted to work with this particular segment of contacts in some way, you can select them there, and then there are options for things that you can do with that particular segment, such as run an automation that exists within Jumplead. So there we go. We've imported some contacts, added a task, set a reminder, and that should be all good. So thank you for listening, and catch you again soon.